Yaso Malagezo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Jeremy Allen White.
And the Emmy goes to Jeremy Allen White, the Bear.
This is the second consecutive Emmy win and second consecutive nomination for Jeremy Allen White in this category.
All right. Thank you so much. My heart is just beating right out of its chest. Thank you to the Academy, my fellow nominees. I'm so honored to be in your company. Chris and Joe, thank you for choosing me. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful. Thank you. My beautiful cast. I love you forever. I love to work with you, and I want us to be in each other's lives for forever. I love you so dearly. Jesus Christ. Okay. This show has changed my life. It has instilled a faith that change is possible. That change is possible if you are able to reach out. You are really, truly, never actually alone. I thank this show. My parents, I love you. Annabelle, my sister, you're here. I love you so much. Thank you for coming with me tonight. Ezra and Louie, I love you so much. You are my heart. Thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jeremy Allen White accepting his award for Best Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. Comedy. Really? The Bear is considered a comedy. The dramatic show about how it's like running a restaurant, working in a kitchen, all the stress in that, and that's a comedy? Really? Really? Even the year before, he won too for, and he was still nominated for the comedy. Yeah. Okay. Sure. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, this kid has done a lot so far, okay, in his career. I mean, a lot of people know him for Shameless. You know, I remember watching that show. Really good show. And I figure, why not? Talk about him today. So, with the help of Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because anything free today is good. Prices today, holy fuck. Rent in Toronto, good luck. A comedy, really. Like, it's I remember watching, I just finished watching the third season of The Bear. And, I mean, you know, keep in mind, if you're in Toronto and you use the term The Bear, you know, especially on Church Street, that means something completely different. But really, it's a comedy. It's I remember laughing once. I'm not even trying to be like a dick about this. It's not a comedy. I don't know. It's like saying Sopranos is a comedy. I mean, it's got funny parts, but okay. So yeah, let's talk about this guy. Jeremy Allen White, born February 17th, 1991, is an American actor. He played Philip Lip Gallagher in the comedy drama series Shameless, which ran between 2011 and 2021. For a Showtime series, that is pretty awesome. Not to say that they don't have good shows. I mean, they got some pretty kick-ass shows. I'm just saying, to last, 10, 11 years, whatever, that's pretty awesome. It's a lot of smoke breaks. We'll get to that reference later. The chef Carme Benzato. I forgot he's playing in Italian. I mean, okay, so we're gonna try to forget it's a comedy. But he's playing Italian, eh? Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he can get away with like half or something. Just a good half, like Ray Liotta said in Goodfellas. Okay, whatever. In the comedy drama series The Bear, for the latter, he received 2 Screen Actor Guild Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. White has also appeared in the thriller series Homecoming and in films such as After School, Bad Turn Worse, After Everything, The Rental, Fremont, and The Iron Claw. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this kid has been pretty busy. I mean, honestly, to be in a hit show for, what was it, 10, 11 seasons is pretty awesome. On top of that, I think people were wondering what he was going to do afterwards, and yeah, it seems like pretty much everybody from that show has done something else after. He's probably been the most successful since. But yeah, I mean, the show is pretty good. But again, we're going to get into that a little later. But let's find some facts about this guy. And of course, you got to go on facts.net here. So there you go. They got lots of good stuff here. Okay. I don't know. I always hate when they say things like, "Oh, he's an actor." That's not really a fact. That's I don't know. That's just more filler. But anyways, facts.net. They've helped me out over the years. I'll do my best to find the good ones here. Well, it says here Jeremy's family life, which they spelled with 3 E's. Okay. He comes from a close-knit family and has a brother named Joel White, who is also an actor. So there you go. Acting runs in the family. When he's not acting, White enjoys playing the guitar and writing music. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think they did a study at Harvard one time. They did say that if you're a guy and if you're even holding a guitar, it gives you, a 14% chance of getting laid more. So let's see, he's holding a guitar, he writes shit, awards. He basically, he kind of looks like Steve McQueen a little bit, if he had, the Gene Wilder hair there, which by the way, actually, I might as well just get this out of the way here. He is not Gene Wilder's kid, okay? You see things online there, and then, they have stupid articles, fake ones that say, oh, this person is secretly related to this person. Oh, he's not. He should play him in a movie for sure. I mean, he's definitely got that look, whatever. But yeah, Gene Wilder and Steve McQueen had a kid. There you go, boom. Also says here, White is passionate about environmental issues and is actively involved in several environment organizations. That's nice. That's cool. Give back. Why not? What else? Jeremy Allen White is married to actress Addison Timlin, and the couple has 2 children together. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. He is active on social media platforms and often shares updates and glimpses of his personal life with his fans. All right, be careful with that. Be careful with that. Okay, I'm just saying, there's a lot of stars out there. They don't give 2 shits about social media. Some people do. That's their whole, fucking lives, Kardashians. But it is what it is. So if you're cool with that, all the power to you. White has trained in martial arts and incorporates his knowledge of combat techniques into his performances. There you go. So, don't mess with him. I mean, he plays a tough guy. Sort of a tough guy from, he can handle his own in Shameless there. Between, cigarettes, which holy shit. I mean, I haven't seen anybody smoke that much since Keith Richards. They said Keith Richards stopped smoking a few years ago. That's got to be bullshit. But anyways, yeah, so don't fuck with him. He is dedicated to making a positive impact in the world and actively supports organizations focused on education and the arts. Awesome. Before transitioning into film and television, White honed his acting skills through theater performances, as a lot of actors do. It's good training, and then I don't know, once you get in front of the camera, you can do different takes and shit like that. I mean, being a theater actor, that's the ultimate actor, okay? Because, if you fuck up live, it's not like, okay, 3, 2, 1, do it again, so. White has lent his voice to animated characters in several projects, showcasing his talent in the realm of voice acting. Awesome. Okay. In addition to acting, White has appreciation for various art forms, including painting and photography. Well, if he wasn't married with 2 kids, this guy's doing everything he can to get laid. The guitar thing, painting, photography. Ladies, if you don't know this by now, these are all things, that we do to get women. He has a keen interest in psychology and enjoys exploring the complexities of the human mind through his characters. Of course. Marlon Brando taught us that years ago. And, just do your thing, man. Do your research. That's it. White finds inspiration in the work of actors such as Daniel Day-Lewis and Joaquin Phoenix, who push boundaries and deliver riveting performances. Of course. I know. People have mixed reviews about the Joker Part 2. I didn't mind it, okay? I didn't mind it. Daniel Day-Lewis apparently is coming back, for an acting role. Why not? Come on. He's too good, Daniel Day-Lewis is like, I don't know, he's like the Daft Punk of acting. I don't know, like they disappear for, 5 to 7 years and then they come back and then they kill it again. One more time. Outside of acting, White is an avid reader and finds solace in the world of literature. I can't share that. As he continues to grow in his career, White has expressed interest in exploring directing and expanding his creative horizons. Why not? Who hasn't become an actor, then want to do directing and writing, blah, 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 blah. Why not? Expand your shit. I think it's pretty obvious that he would definitely be a good director and all that. Like even seeing the shit in The Bear, the way it's directed, it's really intense, and I've worked in many kitchens myself. It's pretty accurate, but we'll get more into that in a little bit. He likes to travel. Who doesn't? All right, that's it at that website. BusinessInsider.com. It's got a few more facts here. Let's check it out. White studied jazz, tap, and ballet when he was a kid. Alrighty. White told Interview magazine that his not-so-secret talent is dancing. All right. Now, a lot of white people say they can dance, but, let's just see here. It's not really hidden, but I love to dance, he said. I trained as a dancer when I was young. Jazz, ballet, tap. Going out dancing with friends is one of my favorite things to do. I break out all my old moves. If I could dance forever, that would be great, he said. All right, that's a bold statement, man. I'm just saying. All right. I danced for several years. I had a lot of energy and not a lot of focus as a kid, he said. I really liked dancing. I liked the performance of it. White added, I found that I was able to focus while performing, which is something that I found difficult to do, especially as a child, even still to this day. All right, so it sounds like he used it to kind of, I don't know, let loose a little, like kind of, control his emotions. I don't know. What am I, Dr. Phil? Who knows? But hey, look, as long as it makes him happy, that's it. His celebrity crush was Natalie Portman. I can't blame him for that either. Forever, it's been Natalie Portman, White told InStyle in a 2022 interview. Yeah, well, Natalie Portman's pretty cool. She's, yeah, I should do a podcast about her one day. But yeah, she's all right. I remember one time I worked with a security guy. He said he helped Natalie Portman down the stairs because I guess she was wearing like heels or whatever. Because ladies, I understand working bars and clubs. Like when you're going up the stairs, that's okay. When you're going down the stairs, that's the problem. And I remember he said, "Oh, she was so tiny." She was, "Oh yeah, whatever." So there you go. It's a little story for you. Sam Rockwell is one of his favorite actors. Well, Sam does kick ass, I'm not going to lie. That's another guy I should do a podcast on. Rockwell is known for his roles in 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, Vice, and Fosse Verdon. I think I said most of those words right. He also played the villain named Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2. Yeah, we know that. I love Sam Rockwell. Like so much, White told Vulture in 2013. I think he's one of the best actors acting right now. And I think he's incredibly underrated. And even though he's doing great roles and doing perfectly fine, I still think he should be given more sought after roles. I just think he's the best. Now, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, he won the Oscar a few years ago. You gotta check out a lot of his older shit he's done. It's trust me, he's done a lot of shit. Okay, I mean, for me, I'll always remember him as I believe the head thug in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which is a great movie. I love it. 2 is okay. The third one is a horrific piece of shit. But the point is, yeah, Sam Rockwell is fucking awesome. White helped create Carmy's tattoos and developed backstories for the design. This is his character on the bear, obviously. Carmy has several tattoos along his arms and hands that are the result of a collaborative effort between White and his friend Ben Shields, a tattoo artist. In interviews with publications like Vulture and In Style, White said that determining Carmy's tattoos with Shields helped him better understand his character. Every tattoo seen on Carmy is international and symbolizes an aspect of his backstory. For example, the 773 tattoo on his left bicep is a nod to Chicago's area code. The design of a knife going through a hand is a nice reminder of just how close Carmy is to ruining his life, White told In Style. The actor told GQ that he likes to think the 2 angels on his right arm are nods to Carney's siblings, his late brother, Michael, and his sister, Natalie. Oh. That's true, man. I mean, like a lot of chefs today, I mean, they look like, the dude from Prison Break. Wasn't his name Michael too? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I think so. I don't know. I don't remember. The first season of Prison Break is great. It's almost like a mini series. After that, I don't know. It's just a fucking mess. I don't know. They end up in jail again in Mexico. Who cares? The point is, just watch the first season. But yeah, I mean, like a lot of these chefs today, I mean, it's pretty crazy, like all the ink they got going on. I mean, look at a guy like Action Bronson. I mean, he's a cool motherfucker, great rapper. Always enjoy his videos that he does on Fuck That's Delicious, which is the show he does on YouTube there. But it's just, it's almost like chefs are like, the new rock stars, with the tattoos and just the attitudes and all that. And I don't know, it's cool to see that, I remember listening to or watching, well, both actually, Pasquale, the singing Italian chef there. That was pretty good. I think his name was Pasquale. I don't know. If I don't get this right, I might get some shit from my family. But yeah, it was. He was pretty awesome. Like he would literally just do his thing and sing at the same time. It was fucking great. I can't do it justice, but you know what I mean. It's pretty awesome. Dakota Johnson is the godmother of his kids. I did not know that. White shares 2 kids, daughters Ezra and Dolores, with ex-wife Addison Timlin. They got married during a courthouse wedding in October 2019, and Johnson was among the guests in attendance. She appears to be good friends with Timlin, who's also an actor, but it is unclear how they met. Timlin gave Johnson a shout out on Instagram in October 2021 in a celebration of the 50 Shades of Grey actor's birthday. Happy birthday to my bright and shiny and to Ezra and Dolly's godmother. Timlin captioned a black and white photo of Johnson holding one of her kids. Here you are, looking the most godmotherly of them all. We love you so much. Thanks for being born and raising kids with me. It's the best. That's cool. I recently saw her in a movie with Sean Penn. The movie's called Daddy-O. It's not what you think it is. It's not about like I don't know, like 70s slang. Sean Penn plays a cab driver, and he's driving her from the airport. And they just have a good conversation on the way to the destination. It sounds boring, but it's actually a really good movie, and it really proves how awesome of an actor Sean Penn is. I mean, my God, don't get me wrong, she's good too, but I mean, Sean Penn has always been solid. But I would recommend it. The movie's called Daddy-O. But yeah, that's cool, man. Okay, so moving on to IMDb, because fuck Rotten Tomatoes. It's just stupid. Like they own all this shit. Of course, they're going to give their movies an A plus or whatever, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nothing is 100% in life. Okay, nothing. Especially movies today. Especially the movies last 10 years. Jesus Christ. But anyways, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But it says here more facts for the role of Lip Gallagher in Shameless. Jeremy Allen White earned a 2014 Critics' Choice Television Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. He attended the Frank Sinatra School of Arts for 6 months. That's awesome. Okay, so that could help with the Italian part. Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay. Respect for that. I'm just looking out for my people. That's all. I'm just trying to, see how everything is. Jeremy, who played Lip in Shameless, also auditioned for the role of Ian. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, that happens a lot for TV show guys. I mean, you audition for one role, and then it's like, well, okay, maybe you're not right for this one. Maybe we'll get you, for this role later on, or we'll keep you in mind. Something comes in. So it's always good just to, listen, as long as you're there, you might as well audition for every role. Who cares? Man, woman. I mean, especially in this day and age. I mean, who cares, right? I'm joking around, guys. Relax. To all the millennials out there listening, thank you, and, get a sense of humor. His parental godmother was the daughter of Ukraine immigrants. His other ancestry is mostly rooted in North Carolina with English, German, Scottish, Scots, Irish, Northern Irish, and distant Dutch descent. Okay, so if you can't be a Gallagher in the show Shameless with that kind of background, I can't help you. He says he does not watch the show Shameless as he doesn't have cable, but when he does watch it, it's a long time after it has aired, and he takes notes. Okay. I don't know what kind of agency you have where, I don't know, after winning all these awards, you can't get cable, but okay, maybe it's a personal choice. I get it. It's not my choice. I fucking love TV. I think it's pretty obvious. Graduated from the Professional Performing Arts School in New York City. His parents had both come to New York to pursue acting opportunities. His mother, from North Carolina, went to the same school there as actor Michael C. Hall, who I believe is the dude who plays Dexter. That's what I thought. Okay. Talk about another miniseries. I mean, Dexter was only supposed to be 2 seasons. How many seasons did it end up doing? 7, 8, or something like that. It had that shitty ending where he ended up in the worst CGI, I don't know, tornado water shit. I don't know what the fuck that was. Sorry if I ruined it for you, but trust me, I saved you some time there. And they came back with the series again. They properly ended it. Now his kid's going to go on the rampage, I guess, or maybe it's a prequel or something like that. I don't know. But not a bad little series. But anyways, listen, if that doesn't prove I don't, I watch a lot of TV. I don't know what does. In 2009, Jeremy contributed artistically to an untitled film project by an avant-garde. I always wonder if I say that right. I think I did. European director Billy Rayner. It is on hiatus. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So there you go. I mean, the guy, he's got a good little history there. I mean, listen, people have been acting for, 20, 30 years, haven't accomplished, even a quarter of what this guy has so far. But I would say his career is going so far, pretty good. I mean, like a comedy. I mean, like listen, like when I watch a comedy, okay, I usually tend to laugh. Okay, I don't go, oh my god, I feel your pain in the kitchen. Like for I don't know, listening to some fucking bullshit guy. Oh, you're supposed to cut it like this. Okay, whatever, dickhead. Again, I did not laugh once. I mean, there was a few good laughs in season 2 there. Season 1 was good too. Season 3, I didn't laugh at all. I don't know that. I don't. No. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm glad he won. Don't get me wrong, but it should be. All I'm saying is it takes away from other comedic roles in that category. So, like Only Murders in the Building, Curb Your Enthusiasm, shit like that. I mean, I don't know. Like, listen, in my world, if Larry David can't win every fucking award, then why are we here? Why are we here? Fakatas. 4% Jewish, guys. According to Ancestry.com, obviously. Yeah, the mayor, our Toronto mayor, did not show up to that meeting there. Looks a little, 1 year anniversary. He looked a little, little suspicious there. Anyways, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, let's not make this about me. Let's make this about Jeremy here. Okay, let's go to IMDb here, and let's find out where his acting career started. All right, so his very first job that he did was a TV series called Conviction, which has a current rating on IMDb of 6.9. Sorry, out of 10. Okay, I've never heard of the show. I don't know. It aired in 2006. I don't know. For a second, I could have sworn it said Ed Belfour, which is one of my favorite goalies in the NHL. It's actually Eric Balfour. My bad. ADA Alexander Cabot leads to a teammate, a young prosecutor, whatever, another lawyer show. I don't. I've never watched this. I don't plan on watching it. It could be decent. Who knows? But again, ladies and gentlemen, you got to start somewhere, and I don't know. Why not? Why not there? Then he was in a movie called Beautiful Ohio. I'm told Ohio is actually pretty nice. It's I don't know. I think it's like a lot of farmland. Doesn't Dave Chappelle live there? No, I think, right? Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, not the best rating, 5.7 out of 10. Okay, I don't know. What are you gonna do? And he's in a short called The Aquarium. Aquarium's nice. Well, I mean, like the one in Toronto. I went there. I put up some clips on my podcast there, but yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Lots of fish. The Speed of Life. I didn't hear this. I haven't heard of any of these. 7.1 out of 10. That's not bad. I can't even tell if that's him on the movie poster. It looks so blurry, and I'm assuming it's him. Yeah, it looks like it's. Yeah, he plays a kid named Sammy, never. Okay. A young kid escapes life on the streets of New York City by stealing video cameras with his friends and retreating into the footage he's found. Okay. I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, be careful around those ledges, kid. But anyways, yeah, it looks all right. Like, is this a documentary? I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know. Looks like a decent little movie here. Okay, so, yeah, if you want to check it out. It's up to you guys. There's no pressure. I'm just saying. Then he was in Law and Order, because if you're an aspiring actor in this business, you have to do Law and Order. You have to do a CSI. I mean, I don't know. I might have to try out for I don't know, one of the Law and Orders in episodes in Toronto here. Keep it real. But yeah, why not? He was in a movie called After School. I didn't see that one. The Fourth, it's a short he did. I didn't see that one either. Gloria and Eric, it's a short he did. The number 12, which didn't get the best rating. Another Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Why not? The Time Being. I did not see this one. Yeah, okay, so he's done, a lot of things I haven't heard of, whatever. Shit happens. You gotta, listen, you don't hit a home run, at every at bat, What are you gonna do? Still, he's getting training, he's getting some experience. That's good. Law & Order's good, that's cool. I'll tell you what's not good is this movie, the movie called Movie 43. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've ever heard of this movie. It's notoriously known as probably one of the worst movies of all time. Basically, long story short, it's one of these movies that, they try to put a lot of, sketches in, whatever, and then make it one big movie. I mean, it was just a fucking mess. Lots of people were in this movie. Lots of people. We're talking Emma Stone, Richard Gere, who I heard tried his best to get the fuck out of, he just couldn't get out of it. Dennis Quaid, Greg Kinnear, Common, Will Sasso, Seth MacFarlane, Hugh Jackman, who, if you ever want to see what Hugh Jackman looks like when he's not Wolverine and literally has testicles for a chin, yes, testicles for a chin, check it out. And he goes on a date with Kate Winslet. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Halle Berry's in it. It sounds like it should be fucking awesome, but it is just horrible. And I do remember the segment that Jeremy was in. I believe, he was with Lee Schreiber, who, Ray Donovan. I'm gonna love this guy forever. And if you've never seen that series, you got to watch it. Him, John Voight, tons of great actors. Fucking awesome. And they even made a movie about it, or not about it, but the conclusion there a few years ago. So, watch all that. Trust me, you will not be sorry. Great show to binge watch. And Naomi Watts plays his parents there. And fuck, I don't know how to describe this. I'll do my best here. So basically, they think their kid is like a weirdo, I guess, or something off with him, I guess. And both parents are trying to get their kid here, who's being played by Jeremy, ready for the dating world. But they do I believe there's one segment where even Naomi Watts, and keep in mind Naomi Watts is playing his mother in the movie. And I get it's a comedy, whatever, but she's literally coming on to him, and Schreiber's acting all weird and shit, and basically this kid is gonna basically grow up to be a serial killer. Right? That's the vibes, and you think he gets all past that at the end there, and then he ends up falling in love with some kind of fake straw doll he made for himself. And I know it sounds really fucked up, and it is. It's not funny at all. It's really just eerie and disturbing. And you wonder, all the actors in the sketch or even in the movie, why the fuck did they do this? But I guess it was just meant to be really dark humor, but everything just fell flat in this movie. I don't know. The only one I really liked was, and it's the running joke that's been here forever. That black people are way better than white people at basketball. Terrence Howard plays a coach in a sketch, and he's just you guys will win. You're black, don't worry. And even that gets a little repetitive. Whatever, we get it, but I don't know what the fuck happened to this movie. I don't know how this movie got made. It just. Holy shit. But if you want to check it out, man, go for it. But don't say I didn't warn you. It's apparently there's two different versions out there. They have different intros and outros. I think Seth MacFarlane's involved in one of them, and I don't know. They dragged everybody into this shit, but it's just weird, man. It's just fucking weird. I don't know, but go for it if you want. If you hate yourself, watch the movie. Bad Turn Worse. He was in a movie there. Rob the Mob. This is a good movie. This is a good little movie. Nothing too crazy, but A Queens couple who specialized in robbing mafia social clubs stumble upon a score bigger than they could ever imagine, becoming targets of both the mob and the FBI in the process. This is a really good movie. I don't know why I got such a low rating. I thought it was pretty decent. But Michael Pitt, who a lot of people know for probably Boardwalk Empire, Nina Arianda. To be honest, I totally forgot Jeremy was in this. I'm looking for... Oh, yeah, he's right at the bottom here. He plays a character named Robert Uva. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I totally forgot you were in this one. Ray Romano. The point is, very good movie. Got the chance, check it out. Andy Garcia's in it. There you go. Perfect. I got an uncle that looks like Andy Garcia. It's weird. I don't know. Like if he doesn't have a mustache, he looks like Andy Garcia. If he's got the mustache, he looks like Pablo Escobar. Chasing You, it's a short he did. After Everything. No, I didn't see that one. Homecoming. Sounds familiar, but no, I didn't. I never watched that one either. Cornflower. No, I didn't see that one. The Rental. Okay, I remember this movie. Yeah, it came out right when COVID hit us. I don't know. It's a bunch of people renting a cottage, and I don't know. There's a killer out there. I don't know. It's a movie. I don't know. You'd probably see in like 1984 or something. But it didn't get the best rating. 5.7 out of 10. It's all right. Which is well, it's not. That's not a good rating at all. But I'll say this though. The ending is eerie. The way they ended it is pretty. It's kind of creepy. But I don't know. It's all right. Vienna and the Phantoms. No, didn't see that one. Shameless Hall of Fame. I don't know what this is. I don't know. But I do know what Shameless is. Shameless has an 8.5 rating out of 10. Now, I gotta say, it's this show's pretty good. Now, I think this show was adapted from I don't know, like an Australian or British series or something like that. I mean, listen. I got news for you guys, okay? Every show you see on TV, chances are it was ripped off from either something that Britain or Australia did, okay? Maybe the odd Indian thing, whatever, but yeah, so no surprises here. I always describe Shameless, the show, as basically Roseanne on steroids. That's basically what this show is. I mean, a lot of times it makes fun of itself too, and it's just about a fucked up family from... Chicago, I believe the South Side, and I've been to Chicago. I mean, to me, listen, I know the stories, the last few years there. Chicago can be a pretty rough place. I mean, I hear every week there's like 30 people that get shot. I think one weekend they had over like 100 or something like that. I mean, I think there's a website even dedicated to that shit, but it's pretty fucking crazy. And as you can see, they don't exactly live in, Macaulay Culkin's neighborhood. So, yeah, it's, I think, like I said before, with Roseanne on steroids, I think it's the perfect example of it. And, yeah, this is where a lot of people first discovered Jeremy there. So the show is described as a scrappy, feisty, fiercely loyal Chicago family makes no apologies. Okay, so... The show is very appropriately titled because literally every episode they will do something that is absolutely shameless. I mean, these guys will do whatever it takes to, make money. I mean, everyone's got their own little thing going there. Emmy Rossum, who is the lead actress in the show, I remember I think there was a thing for a while that she was pissed off that she wasn't getting as much money as William H. Macy and. Yeah, listen, I'll just say this, okay? The main star at the time when the show first started was William H. Macy, okay? He was the main guy. He should be getting the most amount of money. But obviously, if the show goes on, gets more, viewers, blah, blah, blah. Everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody. I mean, it depends on, I don't know who's the main role or whatever, should be making a good amount of money, okay? I will say that. But... I think she started saying some stuff around the third, fourth season. Yeah, if the show is, about to hit, let's say, what we call syndication. Syndication is basically, let's say if a show makes, I don't know, 4 or 5 seasons, or it depends on the type of series it is, 100 episodes. It'll start playing in, replays. Now, Showtime, I think, will obviously own the rights. I don't know if it's going to air anywhere else. I doubt it. But she should be making, a good amount of money, especially if she's like one of the main characters, with William H. Macy and all that, whatever. So, should be all right. But she was great in it. She showed herself as a really strong woman who just wanted to, make her own in the world. And I think she did a pretty good job. She left, what was it, a few seasons left or something like that, or I don't understand exactly what happened to her character. I mean, she kind of just like, because the whole point of the show is that the family stays together, but then she's like, you know what, I made enough money, I'm going to go and just do my own thing. And then I remember they had one episode where, I don't know, the one character's looking up in the sky and said, hey, there she goes. And there she went. That's it. So I don't know if it was about money or whatever. I don't think it was. I think it was just one of those things she just wanted to move on, but that's it. But I will say this, William H. Macy, ladies and gentlemen, I've spent some time in some bars, clubs, working, as a fellow drinker. He absolutely nailed this part, okay? Especially local bar, okay? A bar that's been around, let's say, for 20, 30 plus years, has at least one Frank Gallagher in a bar like this. Absolutely. He fucking nailed it. The guy is just basically just a loser, just hoping to, get his next drink, looking for the next scam, looking to get high, whatever. Just, they all have him, okay? These are the malakias I gotta try to throw out and keep out of the bar on a daily basis, okay? But he absolutely nailed this role. I actually like the way they ended the role. I'm not going to give it away if you haven't seen the series, but he does a great job. Honestly, it's no short of a miracle that he lived, for that many seasons. But you'll see at one point why he did, and then he cheats death, and it's a whole thing. But he absolutely nailed it. We've all been in that local bar, and that one person, that guy, he's a regular, he's a fuck up, blah, blah, blah. He absolutely nailed it. Ethan Kolsky, who played Carl. He was an interesting character because, you get to see him like grow up on the show. He basically, you don't know what the fuck was going to happen to this kid. He ended up, I think he did pretty well for himself. But it was cool to see his character progress. Obviously, Jeremy Allen White, Lip, who, clearly, my God, how many cigarettes can you smoke in a day, pal? I don't think he smokes in real life either. That's the irony of it. I think I got to a point where they told, or he had to tell them, like, look, I can't keep doing this. I'm going to fucking die. But yeah, his character was interesting too because he started off as this kid with a lot of potential. Again, I don't want to give a lot of it away. He kind of fucked up, and then he's kind of just rebuilding his life again. So you got to see him at his highest, his lowest, and then go up high again, and goes through a few different transitions in his life, and he did a great job. And like I said, this is the first time I ever heard of this guy. Unless you're a big Law and Order fan. But yeah, there you go. Shanola Hampton, who is awesome. She is so cute. I don't care what anybody says. She is a strong woman. Okay? Steve Howley, he kicked ass in the show too. I remember seeing this dude in... a lot of people know him from the show Reba, whatever. It's just so weird how I know. I don't know if you guys remember the Waiting movie with Ryan Reynolds. Not that one, but he was in the second one that went straight to video. He was in that one. And he was good in that. He was good in this series too. Emma Kenny, she played Debbie. Kind of the same character with Carl. You saw these people grow up and go through different things, whatever. Cameron Monaghan. Sorry. He played Ian. His character, his character went through a lot of shit too. Later on finding out, he was bipolar, and you know, I mean, at first he wasn't an open gay character, but then later on, you know, like everybody knew, and yeah, a lot of people know him for Gotham too, when he played Joker. I don't know. I didn't think that. I thought the show was all right. I mean, someone compared it to, let's say, like Adam West's Batman, but just a little bit more serious. I mean, that's basically what it was. But I thought it was a pretty good series. I thought he did a good job as the Joker too. But good little role he had as well. And yeah, some of the bar patrons here. The Michael Patrick McGill played Tommy. Jim Hoffmaster played Kermit. Again, you will go into any local bar, you will see guys like this. These guys nail these roles. There's guys there that just aren't crazy like Frank, but they'll go there, they'll shoot the shit with you, have a couple drinks, whatever. So they did a good job with the role too. Noel Fisher, Mickey Milkovich. I guess, kind of the off and on boyfriend of Ian here. He did a great job. He was one of the better actors in the show for sure. Like, he just played this, like, I don't know. Let's say if I don't know, like Elton John was, I don't know. Let's say combined with like a character from the Warriors movie. I mean, he was just a tough motherfucker. I mean, like, you know, he was an open gay guy, but you know, he'd still beat the shit out of you just for $5 out of your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't give a shit. And also, did he play Michelangelo in the Michael Bay movies too? I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. I don't like those movies. Is Dora Sheeter? You know the irony is, I'm gonna fuck up her name, and her character would just beat the fucking shit out of me. Another tough broad in this one too. Kristen Isaiah played Liam Gallagher. But I always thought they had the character age too quick there. Yeah, because the original baby that played Liam Gallagher was Brendan Sims. Okay, so it was two different people. Okay. Joan Cusack, who I fucking love. I love her brother, John Cusack. That guy fucking kicks ass. Yeah, she wasn't in it for that long, but she made a pretty good impact. Justin Chadwin. Steve Wilton played that character. He was in a little bit from the beginning there. Then he came back and forth, whatever. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I could go on. I mean, this is a really, really good show. I mean, there's no secret why this show lasted for as long as it did, which, again, yeah, it says 2011 to 2021, which I believe, yeah, it was 10, 11 seasons, whatever. But, oh no, 11 seasons. My mistake. We all make mistakes. I mean, these people in the show make a shit ton of mistakes, but yeah, it is. It's a great show. I mean, a good show to go back and watch again if you want, or if you've never watched it, watch it again. Even during COVID, I mean, they still had episodes. It was one of the few shows actually that I remember they actually put COVID situations in the show. I mean, people wearing masks and all that, whatever. So. Yeah, I mean, it really is a great show, and Jeremy killed it in this show. I mean, he did a really good job, you know, playing the tough guy, you know, but also a really smart guy, and he got lost a little bit, you know, with his character, whatever. I'm not saying I'm saying like him as, you know, the character, Lip, you know. Yeah, he did what he had to do, and yeah, he was good in it. Definitely, you know. You kind of figured after this, like, he's going to get something good, or he's going to be all right. Maybe he'll get offered a TV show or, you know, movies, whatever, you know. Yeah, he's going to be all right. You could see that. So there you go, folks. I mean, but I highly recommend this show. It's a really good show. It's not exactly what you call a family show. I mean, when I compare it to Roseanne before, like I said, when I say on steroids, I really do mean that. I mean, they definitely, you know, kick it up a notch. But, you know, in many ways, this is how a lot of people are living. I mean, people don't realize, like, when they watch this show, they're like, oh, people don't really do this and commit crimes like this and are really this nuts. Yeah, they fucking are. It's tough times, man. I mean, you have... I think we're breaking records in even Toronto. Like how many people are living in one fucking household, because nobody can afford to move out and get their own shit, and you can't blame them, with prices going up and, food costs, gas costs, like everything. Everybody's got to, save a couple bucks. So but I think the main essence of this show is just basically, like no matter how fucked up shit gets, family is still there. I mean, they still stick together through everything, They might judge each other from time to time, but they try to stick together, But it is crazy that no one really calls. I mean, their dad, Frank, or they call him Dad. They always call him Frank, and he's always in and out of their lives. That's got to be a strain on them. And yeah, a lot of people are actually living like this. I mean, people don't want to believe it, but they do. So it really is accurate, especially for these times. And at times it can be a tough watch, but I mean, in the sense that, you don't believe that, people can actually live like this, or, these characters are actually going through this shit. But yeah, it's true. And I absolutely recommend this show. It's a great show. Check it out. Shameless. Lives up to its name. Trust me. Then he was in a movie called The Birthday Cake. Not the best rating, 4.4 out of 10. He was in a movie called Fremont. This sounds familiar. I did not see this one. No, I don't. Pretty decent rating, 6.9 out of 10. Okay. Could have potential. Who knows? Fingernails. Not the best rating, 5.8 out of 10, but no, I didn't see this one. I'll tell you which one I did see is a little movie called The Iron Claw. And oh boy, if you thought Shameless could be a tough watch at times, Jesus. I mean, this ending, my God. First of all, it's based on a true story. Some of it was fabricated, whatever. But I mean, it always goes with movies like this. But the true story of an inseparable Von Heinrich, I say it's Von Eckrick. Is that how you say it? No, brothers who. Sorry if I fucked it up. If the real guy ever sees me in real life, I know you're a wrestler. Please don't kick my ass. Who made history in the intensely competitive world of professional wrestling in the early 1980s. Ladies and gentlemen, the last, like I said, I always joke around with this, but the last 10 years, 15 years, let's be honest with ourselves. We know movies are, they're not up to par. TV has kicked its ass for a very long time. Movies like this, at least keep the ball rolling for, wanting to go to movies, enjoy the theater experience. That's what I did. I went to actually go see this movie in theaters. I had a very good feeling about this movie. I don't know why. So sometimes you have a good feeling, and I heard good things about it, and I wanted to see it for myself in person. I personally did not take an ambulance to it, but I'm close to a hospital. It's a whole thing. I've said enough. The point is, this is a really, really good movie. And at the end of it, man, if you're not, I always like to call it the Frozen feeling. And what I mean by that is, you saw a good movie when you're sitting at the end, at a movie, or even in a movie theater or whatever, and you're just sitting there and you're just like, wow, this was crazy. Yeah, you're still kind of like, holy shit, what did I just watch? And this is one of these movies, man. Zac Efron, who, I know he did the whole, High School Musical thing, and I think it's pretty safe to say he's grown out of the whole teen idol kind of thing, whatever. And he's doing serious movies. A lot of them, misses, whatever. But this one, he fucking nailed it, man. I mean, even the voice. I remember seeing the interview for the real Kevin Von Erich. Again, if I'm saying this wrong, please, nobody kick my ass, please. I'm a peaceful man. But he killed it. I mean, he had to gain the weight for it. Obviously looked like the wrestler or whatever. Yeah, he he nailed it, man. I mean, my God. Like, again, even going into this movie, I know a little bit about the story, very little. I didn't want to know. Like, I didn't want to see any documentaries. I didn't want to see nothing. I wanted to go into this movie not knowing a lot about this family. That's why I wanted to be more surprised what happens and whatever. But yeah, Zac Efron. I think it's pretty safe to say this is by far his best performance he's ever done on film, for sure. He nailed it. Jeremy Allen White, obviously, he plays one of the brothers, Kerry Von Erich. He had to gain a little bit of weight for this too. I mean, they all did, man. I mean, they're wrestlers. These guys were fucking huge. I mean, they lived, breathed, and bled wrestling. This whole family here. I mean, he did a great job. Harris Dickinson, he played David Von Erich. Maura Tierney, who I love. She's awesome. I loved her in The Affair. I think The Affair had one of the worst series finales of all time in a TV series, but the rest of the show was great. I don't know, the guy was singing on the cliff. It was fucking stupid. But anyways, Holt McCallany played Fritz Von Erich, the father, who I don't think you could have picked a better guy to play the father. Jesus, I mean, but by the end of this movie, you just want to just kick him in the face. I mean, this guy was just a fucking asshole. I mean, really. I mean, they really laid it on pretty thick with this guy. Grady Wilson played young Kevin. But this movie, ladies and gentlemen, is just, it's really good. I mean, the performances are great. Yeah, again, I don't want to say a lot if you've never seen or don't know much about the brothers, but I mean, I did find out afterwards there was actually 5 brothers instead of 4. Or no, there was one brother they forgot to mention or something like that, or... Oh, no, sorry, I think... Sorry if I'm mistaken here. I think there was 6 brothers, and then they only mentioned 5, because one of them passed away. They mentioned this early in the movie. But I think for the most part, it was pretty accurate, the movie. I think there's one part in the movie where, I don't give a lot away, that Jeremy's character, has, something that happens to him. I think they try to condense that a little bit more, for movie purposes. They always do that, but yeah, I mean, this is just, I mean, at the end of this movie, man, if you're not sad or, if you don't have any feelings, then there's something wrong with you. But yeah, this is an incredible story. I thought it was really well done. Was it the current rating? They gave it 7.6 out of 10. I give it an 8. I think the performances are great story. Just really well done. Honestly, really, really good. It's, yeah, I mean, you really feel for the, the brothers and all the shit they went through. And, I'll say this about wrestling too, just as a little side note. I mean, listen, we all know wrestling is fake in the sense that the stories are made up. Yeah, I got news for everybody out there. Okay, when you watch a TV show, movies, the majority of the time it's fake. Okay, they're not actually, Indiana, see, I almost called him Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford doesn't actually go around whipping people. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. He does fly planes, though, which is pretty cool. But the point is, we all know it's, the stories are fake, but obviously you got to be in incredible shape to do this shit every day. And, I mean, they got the great series on Vice there. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. Something The Ring. I forgot what it's called. But it's a really good little series. They talk about like certain wrestlers and all the shit they go through and the story, whatever. A Dark Side of the Ring. Sorry. And but yeah. I mean, it's not an easy life for these guys. So I'm I sympathize with a lot of these guys. I mean, a lot of these guys got to wrestle like 7 days a week, which and you wonder why these guys get hooked on like painkillers and shit, because they're fucking hurting all the time. I mean, obviously, but you really get an idea of what it's like to be a wrestler, especially at a younger age, growing up with a father who's just obsessed with it and trying to just push it through their kids. And holy shit. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, again, I could say a lot more. I'd be giving a lot of it away, but it's a really good movie. Very, very, very good movie. So highly recommend The Iron Claw. You will not be sorry. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have a a little show called The Bear, which has a current rating on IMDb of 8.6 out of 10. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never worked in a kitchen, if you've never worked in a restaurant, never, if you go to a restaurant and just sit there and go, you know what, yeah, maybe I can run a restaurant. Maybe, I can order food and I can order stuff and order booze. You're a fucking idiot, okay? You have no idea what it takes to really, to honestly really put your all into running a restaurant, working at a restaurant. I've done everything you can at a restaurant, everything, security, back bar, bar back, a little bit of serving, cleanup, cook, dishwasher. I've never been a server, thank God. But it's crazy, man. It is fucking crazy. I mean, it's like the saying goes, if you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. And it's true. And this series, I mean, even in season 1, it really gave you an idea of how much of a pain in the ass to work specifically in a kitchen, as a chef, as a, prep cook, all that. It just, make sure everything goes right. And I remember there's one specific part where they showed the machine was backed up, for all the orders. And all of a sudden, all these fucking receipts just start spitting out. And these guys are just, they're all ready to just have a heart attack right there. Because it's one after another, Because, these are like hours and hours of orders just backed up. And you just feel like fucking blowing your head off and just, just getting the fuck out of there. And it really does create that great atmosphere. And I remember season two, I mean, we all know that one episode, the whole family reunion there, the whole thing with the utensils and holy shit. It's crazy. Like, it really is. Listen, if working in a kitchen won't drive you nuts, your family will, plain and simple. And season 3, like I said, I didn't laugh once, but again, it gives you that idea of, okay, now you got the restaurant, everything's going well. How do I maintain this? How do I keep this going? Because they say, every time you open a restaurant, it doesn't matter where you open it. If you can get past the first year, you did it. Because most of them fail. I've heard 90% of them fail within the first year. It's either right off the bat, they either like you, they like your food, they like your service, whatever, that's it. I remember going to a restaurant on the Danforth. It was not that long ago, maybe a few years ago. Sat down there. I was on a date. Actually, no, it was probably, no, was it before COVID? Yeah, it had to be before COVID. But they, we sat down there. They took forever just to take our order. Then it took a half hour for us to get the food. Keep in mind, there was maybe 5 people in this restaurant, so I don't know what the fuck is taking so long. The food wasn't that good, and then months later, gone. That's it. So you're not gonna I mean, Danforth, if you don't know, if you're from Toronto, or not from Toronto, it's more Greek town. It's you better have some good food on Danforth. If not, then you're not gonna last. I mean, the places that have been there the longest. My number 1 is Square Boys. I love that place. It's been there since, I believe, 1966. Good food, good prices, good service. They're excellent. Highly recommend. If you ever go to Danforth in Toronto, Square Boys. Although I believe it's called just Square Boy, but that's how long I've been going there. We call it that. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. But the point is, I mean, this show really just gives you an idea of what it's like to work in a restaurant, how to build it. It is just, God, it is insane, man. I haven't read the description for the show yet. Anyways, a young chef from the fine dining world returns to Chicago to run his family's sandwich shop. Okay? Now, what's cool about places like this is, originally it started off, I noticed it's very simple store, but these are the stores or restaurants, whatever, the takeout places that last forever. You know why? Because the food. Because the food, you can tell, and that's what's great about the Jeremy Allen White's character, Carmi Perzazzo. which I still can't believe he's Italian. But anyways, I'm trying, guys. Don't worry. But it really gives you an idea of how much he actually cares about the food in the restaurant. And you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, like, you go to Square Boys, the food is excellent. Okay, but they got the, you know, the light chandeliers there from like 1973. Do I give a shit? No. What do I care about it in a restaurant? The main thing I care about the restaurant, the food. That's it. The food, and if they have a working bathroom, which they do, by the way. But the food's got to be excellent. It's got to be great for it to last. I mean, and that's what you can even see when he's prepping the food. You know, he's still taking the training courses. You know, they have the montages, whatever. You can tell he really gives a shit. Like, he's really into it. You know, and that's what it says a lot about his character. It says a lot about how much he cares about his family and how much he wants them to do good. And it really is, it's great. I mean, that's what comes out in the show the most, is just like the quality of like the atmosphere and what like he wants to create with this restaurant. And that goes with anything in life. If you don't put your all into it, it's going to end up like shit, plain and simple. Ao Eddie Beery, she's great in the show as well. Liza Colin Zayas, right in the show. Yeah, the guy that plays the brother, Eben Moss Bachrach. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm horrible with names, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just so bad at this. You have no idea. Okay. Oliver Platt, I don't know if you're Greek. I know you've played Greek in the show Fargo. You're great in this too. The cast is, I totally forgot Robert Townsend was in it. I love this guy. Fucking Meteor Man is in this show. I love it. I love it. I cannot love it. Maddie Matheson, he's a great addition for the show too. Lionel Bossy. Boise. Shit, I got so many ass whoopings coming my way. Abby Elliott. It's great. It's an insane cast. She's the daughter of Sam Elliott. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was on Saturday Night Live for a while. But this show it really just gives you that idea of what it's like to work in a kitchen. And I'm telling you, like, I even that first season, like I said, watching those tickets come in, you know, like you can feel the heat coming off the pans. You can feel like the smell coming from the food. Like, you can just feel it. John Berthenol is in this one too. He had a really good scene with, I believe Liza here. In the third season there, like how she ended up getting the job there, which I thought was one of my favorite scenes in this recent season here, season 3. But this show, it really, I can't stress enough, like how much, you know, it really does give that great kitchen atmosphere. I mean, there hasn't been, you know, obviously you watch a movie and a show, you know, you see it here and there, you know, but there hasn't really been a show like this in, not really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they got like shows like, you know, reality shows like Hell's Kitchen and all that. And that gives you an idea, obviously, what it's like to be in a kitchen, you know. And I know this is fiction, but yeah, I mean, it's great. It really is great. And I can see why it, you know, gets the attention it does. Yeah, I mean, I get agita sometimes just watching this show, to be honest. It is just, it's fucking crazy. But, and also reminds me, I never want to work in a kitchen again. I can't stand, like, I want to go into a kitchen, I'm going to make me something quick to eat, and that's it. Like, I'm out. I can't work in kitchens anymore. I just can't do it, and it's just crazy. But, yeah, this is an excellent show, really well done. And yeah. It's something, you know, obviously this show's not going to slow down. It keeps winning awards, and, you know, they got something really special here with this show. And again, shout out to Fox FX for creating so many great TV shows over the years. You know, shows like The Bear, Snowfall, you know, the whole, American Story saga there. I mean, there's so many more. Even the special they did with Tupac there and his mom, Dear Mama, is excellent. I mean, there's so many great shows on there. Yeah, I mean, they got something really special with this show. So yeah, I think a lot of people were curious to see what Jeremy was going to do after Shameless, and I think it's pretty safe to say he's doing all right. It's he's doing pretty well. And yeah, so again, ladies and gentlemen, I think this goes without saying, but if you have not seen this show, please do so. Also, shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, she's great. I mean, she's always been one of my favorites. She's awesome. She's great in the show as well. Yeah, it's really well done, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if you got the chance, check out The Bear. It is an excellent show. You will not regret it. Now it says upcoming. It says The Bear. Obviously, it's going to keep going here. No shit. But the next episode is going to air in 2025. Yeah, again, there's no signs of slowing down with this show. But I did hear, ladies and gentlemen, that Jeremy Allen White is going to play the boss, Bruce Springsteen, in a movie. Now, I don't know why they don't have it here. They should. I don't know. Let's just see what happens here with IMDb here. All right, time to wing it. All right, Bruce Spring. There we go. Oh no, that's the documentary they got out. Okay, nothing so far. Okay, so, but I have heard he's gonna play Bruce Springsteen. Now, when I first heard this, I'm like, he doesn't look like him, Okay, so let me get this straight. Okay, so he doesn't have an ounce of Italian in him, but he's playing an Italian chef, and now he's gonna play a famous Italian singer from Jersey. Okay. Listen, if the guy from Dune could play Bob Dylan, why can't Jeremy play Bruce Springsteen? Okay. That's how we're going to do it? Okay. But again, let's see what happens. Maybe, I don't know, he'll morph into him, get the white shirt, the jeans, he needs the red flag and the handkerchief in the back there, it's all set. That's it. So let's see what happens, Born in the USA, I was... I always knew one day they'd make a movie about me, and they're gonna get an actor that looks like Gene Wilder for some reason to, play me and, oh shit. Oh, Jesus. How's he gonna do this for 2 hours? The point is, let's just see what happens. Okay, so who knows? But again, ladies and gentlemen, this guy seems to have a pretty solid career so far. Yeah. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. But still, is it a comedy? That's the thing. Like, is it a comedy show? It's not meant to be funny. I have to tell people this. The show is more serious. Like, it's got its funny little moments, whatever, okay, quirky, whatever. But it's not really a comedy show. It's more of a drama. It's a drama about dealing with shit in the kitchen, okay? And getting shit done and seeing what, a real chef is all about, okay? Caring about the food, caring about, how it looks and how it tastes and, dealing with, crazy fucking family and, people throwing utensils at you. Listen, we've all been to, weird Christmas, Thanksgiving gatherings, whatever the fuck, it's fucking crazy, and then the booze starts flowing and everybody thinks they can, fucking throw like Roger Clemens. The point is, it's a great show. But it's not a comedy. It's a drama. And despite him going to play Bruce Springsteen in an upcoming movie, but who would I want to see playing Gene Wilder in an upcoming movie? Jeremy Allen White.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.